Hello, Flosstube. It's Angie here, Bubmie on Instagram. Today is Tuesday, July 3rd. I'm all excited for the 4th of July already. I wore my Snoopy patriotic shirt to summer school today because we were celebrating the 4th of July and had little 4th of July activities for them. It's kind of an overcast, crazy day. I've been running around like crazy. This is the third time I've tried to film this. I just keep not being happy. I say the goofiest things. I call the goofiest things, like, can't remember names. I held up a piece of fabric and called it thread. I don't know. I'm just struggling here. And it makes me feel really good when other people say that too and talk about their filming for the, fifth or sixth time or try it again. So that makes me feel good. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed and all of you who have commented. I really appreciate that and enjoy that you're watching, and I'm watching those of you who also make Flosstubes. Next week, I'm going to film again, and I'm going to have two drawings. One is because I'm over 200 subscribers. I have 229. I never had an idea in my head how many thought I would get or whatever, but I'm thrilled. So I'm going to do a drawing. I'm going to put, what I'll do is when I do it, I'll hold up what I'm going to raffle off and, have people say, me please, or I want in, or I want that, or whatever. And then the other one, I'm going to go through everybody who's commented on any of my videos and put all your names in a hat or a vase or something, my Snoopy lunchbox, and pick out someone's name and do another drawing. So that's what I'm going to do. So tune in next week. I would like to start off my video by apologizing to Kim Goldman from California. She had commented after one of my videos that she would like to have this pattern that I had gotten for $1 at a historical society. This was from way back in, early 70s. But she had said she would like to have this. It's a stamped sampler, and I have it ready to go. It's in an envelope. I just need to address it and pop it in the mail. So I apologize, Kim. I will get that out to you. The other sampler, which I happen to have right here, if anyone, this has never been opened, if anyone would like to have this sampler, I will send it out to you. It's a stamped sampler. It's got all the threads. The threads look like they're in, like they're in beautiful condition. It doesn't smell. It doesn't look like there's any stains. It doesn't look like there's any sun bleaching or anything. So if you would like to have this, let me know, and I will send it out to you. Okay, finishes. I got 2 finishes done. I'm so excited. So I did finish my Snowflower Diaries July. Don't look too closely at it and compare to what you've done because I fudged, because I cannot count and talk and visit at the same time. And I had to embellish and just make it mine. Because I couldn't count and talk and visit at the same time. And then I got Gerald's Old Fashioned Windmill done. I'm gonna make this into a pillow. So I got that all done. And that was done with a DMC variegated floss. I've shown that before, and it's a number before. I don't happen to have that handy. So that's what I've gotten done. So I'm very excited. I'm going to get work on getting both of those done this weekend because the July needs to go up because June is done. What else? Midwest Exchange. So if you go to Facebook to the Midwest Cross Stitchers, there's a Facebook group. Everybody's willing to join. You can join. We did an exchange, and you had to submit it and participate. There's a new exchange coming up for fall, so if you want to get in on the goods, go to Facebook and find that. I got my package from Jessica, who on Instagram is Sporty Stitcher, and sadly, I was at StitchCon when this came, so I didn't get to open it myself. But my boys opened it for me and sent me pictures, and they knew I would be so excited when I saw this. And Jessica is just a peach because she knew what I love. Look what she gave me. Our theme was patriotic, and so she made me this adorable Snoopy and finished it in a flat fold. That's a flat fold, and she tied it. So she said if you don't like the wreath, you could take it off, but I love the wreath. I love how that looks. So that's gonna get hung up. I had to wait to hang it up till I showed you guys. And then she also sent me this fabulous pair of scissors on a necklace, which this is so perfect because I freaking lose my scissors all of the time. I'm in the car and they fall down, then they're under the seat. I'm sitting, stitching, and I lose them all the doggone time. So this is fabulous that I can wear this necklace and not lose them because I'm notorious for losing them. She also gave me this Glendon Place, what's it called? Firecracker, firecracker, boom, boom, boom. And this Bent Creek Glory. And this Rosewood Manor, America the Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got the words to America the Beautiful. And then this Bent Creek Uber flag that I'm making the Uber turkey. So how cool that now there's an Uber flag. So very, very excited. Thank you very much, Jessica. Jessica has been thanked. Don't think I was a heel and didn't thank her properly. What's next? Okay, next I'm going to talk about my haul. And I'm going to save for the very end my talk about StitchCon. So if you don't want to hear about StitchCon, then you can just delete that. Or maybe, oh no, next I'm going to talk about, you can just, not delete it, but skip it. See, I told you I say stupid stuff. So let's talk about Let Freedom Ring. Here is the picture of Let Freedom Ring, and I want you to look at what this looks like, and look what this looks like. Now in my head, they were the same, but they're not. And the pattern is like 14 pages long. And so I was working on it. I finished this flower over here, and I'm working on over here, and doggone it if I didn't have the pattern for right here, and I'm stitching over here, and it's not the same. This one should be a little bit shorter here, like by 5 rows than this one, because this side has more words to it. That side says, about Independence Hall, and the other side says Let Freedom Ring. So I've been, do I frog it? Do I fudge it? I started to fudge it. I got a response from Blitz Stitch, because he's already done this, to see what he says, and I'll make that decision today, whether I'm frogging or fudging. That frog loves me. He spends too much time at my house. So, and then I started on the drive down, and you've heard me talk that I love to car stitch. And so I'm car stitching on our way to Alabama. And stitching on the way to through Alabama is not the same as stitching in Illinois. In Illinois, there's corn, there's soybeans, there's lots of open spaces. And in Alabama, driving down, there's trees on both sides of the road. So it's a bright sunny day, and there's all these trees, and the light is shining through the trees. So I'm trying to stitch, and it was kind of like a strobe light because of the sun's. So I really had a hard time stitching. I didn't get very much done. I think I finished like half of the sun. So this is Lindy Stinch's A Change in Latitude, very appropriate since I was changing latitude and headed to the beach. Gulf Shores, Alabama is gorgeous. So this is what I've worked on. I've changed a few colors just because it's what I had. So that's what I was going with. So I'm very excited about working on this. If you haven't checked out Lindy Stitches, I would highly encourage you to, because she has some adorable patterns, and they are reasonably priced, and her patterns are so easy to follow. I love her key guides and the color guides. You know, I've seen a lot of people post and show highlights of the color, the symbols, and sometimes the symbols are so close together that it's like really hard to follow on a intense piece. And Lindy does a beautiful job that they're very separate and you could really follow them easy. The next one, I'm in a stitch along with K Menzies on Instagram. There might be a number afterward. It might be K Menzies 29, but K Menzies, Karen. She's over across the pond, and we have both share a love of Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is not my number one. He used to be. He's born in 1966, just like me. But Snoopy kind of took the top billing. But Winnie the Pooh's number 2. And so we've been working on Pooh pieces and doing a little stitch along on Instagram. If you'd like to join in with us, please do, because I have more things that I need to make. But I'm working on this, and I'm almost done. I'm really close. And I don't know if I said it in my last video, but I know where this is going. This is going to my husband's cousin, Emily, who's going to go to college. And she shared that she's taking her Winnie the Pooh with her that she got as a baby. It's going with her. And I thought, oh, I'll turn this into a pillow, and then she'll have another one. It can sit on her bed. So that is what I've been focusing on. I thought when I went off to StitchCon, I always get these grandiose plans. It's the lightest I've ever packed. I had one big 31 bag with me, and that was it. And that was really packing light. And I had 2 lights in there with me, and I didn't need them. But, oh my gosh, I had these 2. I took Pooh, and I took the Lindy Stitches and Ginger Gerald's and July, and I finished those 2 and worked on Pooh. My intention is that I would touch on all the things that I had already on my other starts that I haven't, my other whips. And I didn't, because all of a sudden I got on this bug that I have to finish. I need something finished. I need a finish. And so I busted my butt to get those done. And it feels so good. And so now Pooh is going to get done. And Let Freedom Ring really needs to get done because it's going on a year now. And so I have 4 starts kitted up. And I have 4 whips aside from what is sitting here. These 3 here. So that's 7. And I have all this other stuff that I just got. And I'm so excited. And I ordered something else yesterday. Let me talk to you about what I ordered yesterday. If any of you follow Nicole Buckeye Stitcher, she showed on her latest video a chipping sparrow biscore nest. I don't have a picture of it. Sorry, you'll have to go check out Nicole. And it's at the beginning of her video. It's by Crossed Wing Collection. And if you just Google Crossed Wing Collection, the website will come up. Sorry, it's like, I think it's crossedwing.com. So I looked on there, and it's Chipping Sparrow Biscore Nest number 68. And they have an order form on there. You can order, mail an order or call them. But they didn't have this one on there. I'm like, doggone it. So I called them. And the lady was so sweet. I told her how my LNS was closing, and I said, can I get this? And she said, sure. And so she took my information, and she said, can I ask how you heard about this? And I said, well, Nicole, my Buckeye Stitcher, she was talking about it on her Flosstube. And she went, and Flosstube is? And so I told her all about Flosstube. And she goes, I'm behind on the times. I'm going to have to check that out. So they encourage you to go through your LNS to order. Nicole got hers from the Silver Needle. So encourage there were plenty of other patterns this lady had, and I think they're all birds, but there was plenty, and she was very delightful. So go to her website and check her out and ask her LNS to pick those up. So, but that's what I had to show. Okay, so I think that's everything. So now to StitchCon. StitchCon was fabulous. And I have to tell you, if you could possibly go to a retreat, go to a retreat. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's StitchCon. I don't care if it's Fancy Works in Indiana. I don't care if it's Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat. Those are the 3 I've been to. And I have to say, I've been to Curcio and I've been to Tech, Teens Encounter Christ. And when you go to one of those, they tell you this experience can never be replicated. And I was thinking about that, and they are so, that applies to stitching retreats because they're all different. Each one of these was different. They have their things that are special about them. They each have their own thing. The people are why I go. That's why I go. I go to meet the people, and I have kind of, those couple people that I know that I want to see and visit with, the friends that I've made through the years, and I want to stitch. I want to stitch guilt-free. I don't want to worry about, do I need to do the laundry? Do I need to cook? Is my husband going to be home in a couple minutes and I've been stitching for the last 2 hours and haven't done anything? The house is a mess. It needs to be dusted, whatever. I don't want to worry about that. I just want to stitch. So all these retreats are very special in their own right. So if you can get to a retreat, I don't care if you grab 5 girlfriends and go to a hotel somewhere and stitch. If you can do it, make it happen. So big kudos to Barbara Hills from Keepsakes. That is the LNS in Sharonville, Ohio. And if you can get there, I would go. I walked into Barbara's shop and was like blown away. It is delightful. There's so much stuff there. There were so many things there I've never seen before. And every time I travel, I try to get to a shop in my area. I've been in Omaha, I've been in Northern Illinois, I've been in Indiana. I try to get to a shop to see what do they have, and Barbara's shop did not disappoint. It was fabulous, and I spent a nice amount of money. Found some fabulous things. So I'm very excited. So Barbara and her family did a beautiful job. Pam and Steph, Just Keep Stitching, they were fabulous. When you're greeted with a hello and a hug, I got a kiss on the cheek from Pam. It was so sweet and so embracing, so warm. And then Nicole and her boyfriend Brian. Brian shuttled people from the airport and to and from Keepsakes, and he was all into it and very delightful, and so was Nicole. So it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. Before I forget, I want to send out a thank you to all the ladies. I had to leave early on Sunday to get on to my family vacation in Gulf Shores. And so I teach at a high school that has a high low income and poverty rate. And so the teachers a couple years ago decided that what we would do is we collect from all of our travels the toiletries, from the hotels, and we have a basket set up in one of the girls' bathrooms with whatever they might need, and they can take it. They don't have to come ask anybody. They don't have to be embarrassed. They can get shampoo and soap and conditioner and toothpaste and toothbrushes and feminine products, deodorant. Sometimes we leave hangers. All kinds of stuff. We leave them things. There's even some clothes that have been left. So I asked everybody, if when you're done you still had something left, would you bring it to me? And I didn't get to thank everybody, but I got more than this. And they were like, sure, don't steal it from the cart. But this is what everybody brought down and donated, plus more. And so I thank you, ladies, for doing that. And if, wherever you are, I know that our St. Vincent de Paul collects that. Schools could use it. There's a real need out there. So thank you for sharing all that. So let's talk about what I got from StitchCon. Pardon my moving here. Okay, so when we checked in, we got, I didn't bring a Tervis tumbler style cup with the StitchCon logo on it, and this lovely drawstring bag that had goodies in it. I'm really excited about that. And we got the StitchCon logo charted up by Sue Hillis and Buckeye Scarlet thread to stitch it on. And then before we left, darn it, I dropped something, we got some red fabric that we could stitch the logo with red fabric and white thread if we wanted to. We got some Krynic thread. I got pink. And this nice like guide of what all the Krynic thread is. So I've only ever used gold before, so this is nice to have, and thank you to Krynic for doing that. They've done that for another retreat that I saw somebody. We got this wood burned on a piece of wood, State of Ohio, with a little heart where Cincinnati is, by Wood Burning Designs by Sarah Henry. Her website is allaboutthatburn.com, and she does custom requests. I think this will be probably hang on my tree. I really like that. We got some free charts. Stone Street Stitchworks. Check out that. I love those fireworks. Gorgeous. And then Julie McConnell. Julie McConnell was there, and she designed and gave us the chart for that. Sample Bird Stitchery, who I had the pleasure of, she sat at my table. Go check her out, doggone it, I gotta find something to cover this up. She gave a little pattern, it was a little Valentine pattern that makes a front and back to make a cute little envelope. Robin was delightful. Sorry if I'm boring you, you've seen these already. A little summer angel. A freebie from Sue Hillis. May your spools always be full and your needles always be sharp. You see that? Okay. Be Free by Barbara Ann Designs. People are doing a really cool Halloween stitch along by Barbara Ann lately, I've seen. This is hands-on design with You I Am Home. Oops, sorry. And Snowflower Diaries. You are so loved. So then when we checked in, we also got a passport. And in it were clues all about all the Flosstubers that were there. So like, which Flosstube besties record their videos in split screen? Amber and Melissa. Which Flosstuber loves to strut her stuff in high heels and sequins? So which Flosstuber splits her time between stitching and baking? So we had to go around. We got stickers. See those little stickers? We got these stickers. Everybody got a different color. And we had to go around and find these people and get their sticker. And since I have a Flosstube, I had stickers and people were coming up to me. And this was so nice. This was like ingenious. Because like I said, when I go to stitch, I go to stitch. And I'm really bad about getting up and going and talking to people. And so this got me out of my comfort zone. And I went up and talked to people. Because if you got your passport done by Saturday and let Steph know your name got put in for a prize, and I'm very competitive that way, I really wanted a prize. So I did that. And that was fabulous. That was so much fun. What else? I sat at a fabulous table with Trish from 3 Owl Stitcher and Kathy and Jennifer from Michigan, and they are part of the Primitive Stitch Society. And Robin from Sample Bird Stitchery, and Minnie Gray does Flosstube. She's from Virginia, and then Mary from Michigan. Mary Kroll and I got to be friends in Indiana. I met her at my first retreat. So that was our table. And then David joined us. David is on Instagram, Leopard Stitching. He's a hoot. He's so much fun. He's so sweet. Gave us all friendship bracelets. So that was fun. At our table, we got Ort jars. I could put a piece of paper in here so you could see what it says. And this was donated by Under the Sea Fabrics. It says, count twice, stitch once, no frogs allowed. I haven't figured that out yet, obviously. So that was really nice of her. There was a trunk show right there in the lobby, and that was fabulous. Color and Cotton was there. Under the Sea Fabrics were there. I loved getting to see her fabrics. I've never, because I had an LNS right here, I've not bought fabric online. I might have to start doing that. It was so nice to touch the fabrics and look at them. I didn't budget well, so I didn't have the funds to buy any, but I'm going to in the future. And then hands-on design, Oh Say Can You See? You've seen lots of people stitching this up, and it came with the fabric for the drum roll. La Di Da, Let There Be Peace on Earth and Let It Begin With Me. My father's getting this. My father's he's as ornery as the day is long. Sorry, I keep shaking it. He is ornery as the day is long. And my dad would come out of church just to sing in that song. If we sang it, he'd be singing it. And within, gosh, sometimes it was within 5 minutes of coming out of church, and he'd be ornery. I'm like, you were just singing that song. What's the deal, dude? So my dad's gonna get that. I bought another hands-on design. I've been wanting this chalk series. My LNS wouldn't carry it because she said nobody wanted to stitch on that dark chalk and that dark fabric. I just need fabric now. So very excited about that. Can't wait to do that one. And I got to meet Arlene Cohen, Works by ABC. She is so lovely. Such a lovely, lovely lady. I love her designs. I got this and I got her to sign it, and I'm so excited about this. I don't think I'm going to stitch it like this. There's another pattern I still have to buy that I think I'm going to intermix the two patterns to do one. So when I get that other one, I'll start it, see if it works. I'll let you know. So they had a free table. That's not all I bought. I bought more. They had a free table. And the first day that I went up to the free table, I scored this. It's from Italy. These magazines, or these leaflets, are so hard to come by, and they are so much on eBay. Oh my gosh, they are so much on eBay. And I paid for one. I paid too much. I won't do it again. So if I come across these, I would love to find reasonably priced the Snoopy, the Peanuts tree skirt, but I'm not paying $300. Not gonna do it. So very excited about this. My son Thomas said that I had to stitch him Snoopy holding the beer mug, and I'm gonna have to stitch, and my teacher cousin said this as well, back to school crying, Sally crying. So very, very excited about that. So that was day one. And at the end of the evening, I was looking, we didn't see the boxes underneath, and so we started perusing and reading in stitches. Sorry, your name is escaping me right now. Vicky? Maybe? Teacher from Arkansas. It was a good thing everybody had name tags on. She jumped up. She goes, you guys, I've gone through these magazines. There might be things missing, so just so you know. We're like, hey, no problem. So we're like, oh, you know, I was tired, but I wasn't tired. I was too keyed up, and so I thought, oh, I'm gonna take some of these magazines back to my room and peruse them at my leisure and help me kind of get ready. So I start going through the magazines, and I found some fun things in there. Let's see if something that like jumps out at me that I like. Ooh, this is cool. That's in that recent one. Oh, this Russian sampler. This is from 1993. Isn't that pretty? This kind of looks like, oh, Michelle Bendy Stitchy, this kind of looks like that bird a little bit that you're stitching right now. So I'm going through them, and I tore some out. I'm going to put them in I'm going to put them in plastic sleeves to protect them. One of the other things I really wanted at the trunk show was Knee High by Hands On Design. I really wanted that one. It was on my list. That was like at top of my list. So I'm going through the magazines, and lo and behold, what do I find? So I'm so excited to have this. This is kind of coveted, I think, by some people. So that was my free things. Oh wait, well no, it wasn't all my free things. Because I also got this fabric. There was tons of it, tons and tons and tons. I thought this would be a good like picnic thing. And one of the patterns I found in here, which my husband didn't like because he doesn't like ants, and we had an ant issue. Look at those ants. Aren't those cool? I thought, well, this would be a fun summer piece, and I could stitch those ants on here. He didn't think that was cool, but. And then I got several pieces of this, and this looked kind of Christmassy, like I could do, I don't know, like some trees on here or something kind of Christmassy. That's kind of what I thought. So the second day that I went back to the free table, I went back numerous times because people were coming, like arriving at different times. People had horrible delays with their travel. So things kind of kept showing up. Look what I scored the second day. Oh my gosh, I had never seen this. This is by Paragon Needlecraft. Its copyright is 1986. I was in college. So very, very excited about this. Oh my gosh, I could just start stitching and keep stitching for a long time. Maybe this for my son who's going off to college. So it was just some adorable patterns that I'd never seen before. So excited. You all know. Can't even begin to tell you excited. So then I love Paula Vaughn. You can see I've got my Paula Vaughn. That is my first, next time I'll show it close up. That's the first thing I ever stitched on linen. I was working at Kohl's, and one of the other gals I worked with, she cross-stitched, and we used to get together at a coffee shop and stitch, and she's the one who encouraged me to do linen. It was my first piece. So, but I got some free Paula Vaughns. I just love Paula Vaughn. I really do. And then I got these two, I'm not going to say her name right, Marjorie Baston. I got these two booklets, and I don't know that I will do them like this whole piece, but like this mushroom kind of reminded me of Gerald, might like that. And then you see these little ladybugs right here? They kind of, my husband liked this finish. I wasn't 100% sold on the finish, but check that out. Those ladybugs. And then look at how these butterflies were done. Those are just kind of cool. So we'll see. Then off the freebie table, I got this this pattern. Apparently it did come with the linen, but it's just the chart, which I don't care, it's free. And I got this book. This is Let It Snow by Rosewood Manor. I just liked, I don't know that I'll make that the stocking, but I like the snowflakes. And my friend Mary has this thing for dachshunds, so I thought she might get that. And then reminded me of my brother, when my brother had an English Bulldog Spike. And I'll have to do a perusal of this magazine. I don't remember what was in it. I did not pay $3 for it. It was on the stitch table. It was on the free table. Mary Hickmott's. Oh, it's from Canada. What year is it? How come people don't like to put the dates under there? 1993. So I'll do a flip through of that one. I think that's all the free things that I got. So when I went, oh, I got one more free thing. Shout out to Melody Gilmore. I think that's her name. Yep, Melody Gilmore. Open Road Abode Needleworks. And if you send her an email, openroadabode@gmail.com, you can see she's got postcard patterns, and she passed this out for free. Greetings from America. She had another one with a trailer with a flamingo. I thought that was really cool. So, okay, so I have a Santa I need to work on making, and I needed a red. I don't remember what red it was, and I couldn't get it. My LNS put in an order for it because I needed 5, and I don't know what color red it was. I needed 5 of them, and she sent a message back saying it's been back ordered twice, and since she's closing, she goes, I've canceled the order. And when I went to Barbara's, they didn't have any of that color red either. So this is my Bing Cherry. So I got that. I got the skeins to finish Birds in the Bow, to start it. I needed those. I got 3 of these little Prairie Schoolers. Aren't they cute? Just little ones. I got this Lizzie Kate. I think there was a needle minder with that Santa. I got that Lizzie Kate. I don't think I'd ever seen this autumn scissors fob. And it came with the fabric, the beads, and the scissors. So I really like that. I collect Altoid tins because I do things with them. Like, they're perfect to put your earbuds in. So you keep them contained and you can find them. I think you've seen probably at gift shops where they're like little prayer boxes. So I've used stickers and things and cardstock and made my own little prayer box for people and little tiny pens they put in there. But check that turkey out. I just love that. And I got the new Prairie Schooler Santa. And these were all finished up at Barbara's shop. Not the same, but I really liked them. I really, really liked them a lot. So they had a smalls exchange. And I participated. And Carmen, who is Broadway Stitcher on Instagram, I got her. She made me this scissor fob. Look, it says StitchCon 2018. It's front and back. And these adorable black scissors. And she gave me the patterns and a New York Broadway mug. Thank you, Carmen. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see. I also got these scissors. So throughout the weekend, the last week, I got 3 new pairs of scissors. I think that's all. That's a lot. It's a lot. So I hope all is well with you. Thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting. And I hope you're staying cool because it's super hot. My sister-in-law from Seattle said it's cold there. They're having Januli because it's cold out there. I told her come back because it's roasting hot here. So I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful 4th of July, and go out and enjoy some fireworks and a slice of watermelon and some ice cream. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.